Finals lost to Kamshabek Kabayev of Kazakhstan, who's not here, nor is Bakadir Jalolov of Uzbekistan. So opportunities here for a new breed of super heavyweight to come through on the world stage. And this is Oskar SAFARYAN of Poland, 22 years old. Boxed at the under-22s earlier in the year. Polish national champion. Rodrigo Garcia Giron. So there we go. Bell go, start of round one. SAFARYAN, I'd say, has got a reasonable amount of weight on NARENDER. A bit taller and thicker set. Left jab there from SAFARYAN. Got through, was more of a kind of straight left hand really, rather than a jab the way he threw it. That was a more orthodox jab. He's looking to get stuck into NARENDER early on here, SAFARYAN. There's that jab. It's a good looking jab that from SAFARYAN as well. He really plants it. Left hook from the pole. NARENDER just trading on the inside a little bit there. Interesting to see how he goes about this. Jab from the Indian fighter. There's that lead left hand again from SAFARYAN. Goes up top with a decent combination, and NARENDER took those okay. Right hand comes crashing through again there from SAFARYAN. He looks nice and sharp, the pole at the moment. NARENDER's landed a couple of himself. Just kind of stalking forward there, SAFARYAN. He's got a nice balance to him. Keeps that chin well down. Doubling up on the jab, looking for the right hand. Reaching for that right hand a bit there. NARENDER needs to be careful doing that. Looking for the wide right hand there, NARENDER. The first one got through, the second one didn't quite manage to snake around the back of the guard, but I think there's some profit in that one for him, maybe. He's quite economical with his output, SAFARYAN. As I say that, he looks to be a bit more expansive as he comes forward and gets caught a couple of times there. He's got that good stiff jab. He should really try and work off that a bit more, because that's looked like a weapon for him. When he gets caught in that kind of range there, NARENDER is happy to step in and take that space and try and use that right hook. There it is again. As I said, there could be some profit in that for him, because he's managed to get that in round the back of the guard a couple of times now. The Indian fighter's confidence has grown as this round has gone on, particularly in this last minute. He had a good start, SAFARYAN, but a good finish to the round. Split scoring, 3 judges going in favour of the Polish fighter, 2 in favour of the Indian, all his own way here. So into the second round. SAFARYAN in the blue took 3 cards, 3 out of 5 in that first round. I didn't really hear the referee call break there, so I can understand why SAFARYAN let that left hand go. There's that jab. But looking slightly disorganised there as NARENDER looks to let go with that right. Good right hand again there from NARENDER. You saw the sweat just fly off the head there of SAFARYAN, and NARENDER's getting after him here. He landed a couple of big right hands there as SAFARYAN was just stood up tall, a bit square. He looked like he might come apart there. the big pole. And this is a real interesting fight. Narendra, really buoyed by that success, is just letting his hands go. Safarian just unable to really do anything about this at the minute. And that chin is coming up a bit. I said in the first round that he keeps that chin nice and low, just plants that jab, and when he's given time to do it, that is what he does. But Narendra's just roughing him up a bit, which for the smaller man is no small achievement. I think he's maybe feeling the pace a bit, Narendra, though. He's put a lot into the first half of that round. Maybe just trying to get a little bit of a break here before going for it again in the final minute. Working hard here, Narendra, getting onto the inside, trying to climb into that left uppercut, and very much keeping Safarian occupied. Not much has come back from Safarian. Into the final minute. Laboured looking left hand there from Safarian. Narendra just leaning in, finds a touch of space for a right to the body. Safarian looking to lean on him there. That's what he wants to try and do in those kinds of clinches, impose that greater size on Narendra, but Narendra just shrugged him off. He's being a bit fussy there, the referee, I think. They're in up close. These are big men. They're cramped for room. Good straight right hand there from Narendra. The final few seconds, and this has been Narendra's round. For me, it has. Safarian took that first one. Split scoring 3. But that's Narendra's across the board. So that means that he's got the biggest senior platform that Safarian has been on by quite some distance. Prior to this, it was the European under-22s earlier in the year, and he didn't go deep into that competition. But he looked promising in the opening half of that first round. He needs to try and use that jab, plant that jab. He's got to be busier, though, than he was in that second round. Narendra, you get the sense, is just waiting for his opportunity here. I think he feels that Safarian will gas quite quickly, but he doesn't want to wait too long. He's not done a lot in this opening minute so far. Narendra, Safarian with a decent combination there. Polish corner like that one. Just flicking with the jab. Narendra with those gloves up on the borderline of range there. He's not really done anything in this opening minute of the round here. Off his feet almost there with a left followed by a right. There's that jab. He's not quite planting it like he did in the opening round at times, but at least he's using it. Looks for the right hand, and Narendra's got to get going here. We're halfway through the round here. He's losing this round. There's a good right hand, though, from Narendra as he steps in and lets his hands go. Dead. He needs all 3 of those drawn cards, remember. Narendra just leaning in, lets go with the right hand, almost kind of collapses into Safarian after. We're halfway through the round here. He's losing this round. There's a good right hand, though, from Narendra as he steps in and lets his hands go. Safarian shakes his head. He needs all 3 of those drawn cards, remember. Narendra just leaning in, lets go with the right hand, almost kind of collapses into Safarian after he throws it. Burst of activity there from the fighter in red, and he needed it. Safarian's just got to keep working here. He's got to keep working. Final minute. Narendra just looking for a left hook, right hand, got through, just trying to punch off the back foot there as he moved away to his right. Safarian turned southpaw. The blue corner, the Polish corner, just asking for more output from Safarian here. He's just got to let his hands go this last 30 seconds. Narendra has been patient in this final round. Has he been a bit too patient? He does look like he's got some gas left in the tank here. He's up 20 points to 18 on 2 cards. He needs one of those drawn cards to go his way. There's not much in this. Narendra's had bursts. The first half of the round, though, was Safarian's. Narendra's had some flurries in the second half. And there goes the bell. It's Narendra who claims it at the end there, and you would imagine that he has done enough because there wasn't just anything left.
Ladies and gentlemen, this super heavyweight bout number 87 comes to a close with your judges ruling in favor of your winner by points, declared by split decision to the red corner from India.
So Narendra gets it by split decision, and he got that final.